Hello. So, this is my very first video, and sorry if during this video my voice sounds a bit shaky. I am a bit nervous to post this, but I want to make art for everyone to see. So I decided to do that by making speed paints on YouTube with commentary. As you could probably tell by the title of this video, I'm redesigning Bob's Burgers characters. If you're not familiar with Bob's Burgers, it was a show made in 2011 centered around the Belcher family who helped run a restaurant. The show is still running today and is lucky enough to have its own movie, which, by the way, the movie is awesome. The redesigns I'm going to be doing today are based around the main Belcher family. I feel like their designs are good, but could be better. So without further ado, here are the redesigns. So I first started off with thumbnail sketches of each of the characters so I can get their poses down and composition. And then I started to design Tina first. I personally like Tina, but she's not my favorite character. She is iconic though. I already knew how I was going to redesign Tina. I wanted to give her a short sleeve turtleneck, and I also wanted to incorporate more of the yellow from her beret into more of her outfit. When thinking about how I was going to redesign Tina, I was thinking about making her glasses blue outlined, kind of like how Linda's are outlined in red, but I obviously did not do that. And I was also thinking about adding tape down the middle because I remember her breaking them at some point, but I obviously didn't do that either. And here is Tina. Next person I chose to redesign is Louise. She's my favorite character out of all my shows I've watched. Her redesign took a little bit more thought though. When thinking how I was going to do this redesign, I knew I wanted to add a little bit more detail into the dress. Also, at some point I knew I wanted to give her braids, but I kept her pigtails instead. And I also kept her bunny ears the same exact way because they are iconic. I feel like since the movie came out, Louise-centered episodes have been more emotional, and I absolutely am here for it. And here's Louise. Next up is probably one of the most underrated characters in the whole show, Jean. I based this pose off of one promotional artwork that was posted a few years ago. I feel like Jean would wear button-up shirts with funky designs on it, so that's exactly how I drew him. Honestly, the shirt's pretty much all I changed about him, since I actually love his design already. I honestly love how out of pocket he is, and how musical he is. He actually has a really good talent that should be explored more. As I was finishing up this drawing, I realized he looked like Mike from Stranger Things. Next up is Linda Belcher. I gave her a ponytail. I feel like in one episode she did have a ponytail, but I cannot find the episode anywhere, but I feel like she looks good with one anyways. I decided to give her back her button-up shirt that she had in earlier seasons, and I also gave her belt bottoms. Linda's exactly who I want to be when I grow up. She's just so fun and eccentric, and like Jean, she is musical too. And here she is! And finally we have Bob. Bob is probably one of the most awesome dads in animation history, if not show history itself. He's just so caring for his kids, but he's still a middle-aged man. Middle-aged meaning he still complains about his life and his job like a middle-aged person should. But despite him being that grumpy middle-aged man, he still does whatever he can for his family, and I find that amazing. And he's probably, again, the best dad in animation history, because look at Peter Griffin, he's not that good of a dad, even though that show is meant to make you uncomfortable. But Bob's Burgers is honestly probably one of the best animated adult shows ever. It still has adult themes, but it also shows a way to be wholesome and still touches our hearts. Sorry for my rant. I'm going to talk about the redesign again. I wanted to give him shorts but I was thinking about giving him khaki shorts. As I was drawing khaki shorts, it kind of clashed with the color palette a little bit, so I gave him shorts that he wore in one episode. It's not really a redesign that way. The only difference from that outfit is I gave him socks. And here is everyone's final design. I really enjoyed making these designs. These were so fun to do. So yeah, that's my speed draw. I really hope you guys like my art. Again, this is my very first video, so I'm not sure what I'm doing here. But if you did like it, please subscribe. Thank you!